Keeping your family healthy tonight by preventing Lyme disease.
Ticks are everywhere, way more prevalent every year than I feel they were before. So lots of questions about tick bites and lots of questions about ticks, but fortunately not a lot of cases of Lyme disease.
Well, May is Lyme Disease Awareness Month, a time to really spotlight a growing health concern with tick bites. Although cases are low, experts say now is the time to alert families on how to stay safe this summer. So Lyme disease is a bacterial infection that can really be hard to detect and potentially life-changing if left untreated. The CDC reports more than 470,000 Americans are diagnosed with Lyme disease every year.
10 TV's Kristen McFarland sat down with a local mother whose son's life took a dramatic turn after a single tick bite.
It's been about 5.5 years of debilitating symptoms.
Alicia Staley's son had the world ahead of him when he was diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease years after being bit by a tick.
He's 20 now. This all started when he was 15. If you ask him, he would say he still feels like he's 15 because his life stopped at 15.
Thousands of dollars spent on medical testing and treatment. The 20-year-old battles each day with cognitive and physical pain.
He couldn't experience anything like a normal teen experience. No high school. He was homeschooled. He can't work. He can't go to college. It is very heartbreaking as a mom.
As thousands are diagnosed each year, health experts suggest the disease is hard to detect. Oftentimes, people are not aware they've been bitten by a tick.
There's ticks that are in nymph form, and they're teeny tiny. They're like the size of a freckle or a speck of dirt.
And the typical bullseye rash is not always present after a bite.
The hallmark symptoms of fatigue and headache, body aches, lymph nodes that are swollen. And that's also what makes Lyme disease hard, is those are kind of generalized symptoms we have when we don't feel well.
If left untreated, complications can arise.
He was unable to eat actual food for 1.5 years, and he was getting all his nutrition through medical grade drinks.
If you suspect you've been bit by a tick or notice a rash, doctors recommend seeking medical attention immediately. For Alicia, she's encouraging people to
be very diligent when outdoors. So even if you think, I wasn't bit by a tick, be sure.
And continue advocating for your health and finding answers. As her son continues to battle the symptoms, Alicia is remaining optimistic despite the difficulty.
I am still hopeful that there will be a day that he's able to go out and accomplish his dreams.
That was Kristen McFarland reporting. Now, the Ohio Department of Health says on average 262 Ohioans get Lyme disease from ticks every year. There are some ways to reduce your risk. Start by wearing long pants and tuck them into your socks. Also, make sure you put on that bug spray, very important. Experts say if you're hiking, try to stick to those mowed areas to avoid those ticks.
Yeah, stay safe. And if you take your animals out, check your animals.
Check them all the time.
Right,
yeah.
Absolutely.